Hey,
Hey, hey,
hey.
hey.
Tell me about Avatar, please, Fran.
Oh, okay. Well, all my feelings are now devoted entirely to Avatar: The Last Airbender. Uh,
As they should be.
as they should be. I'm discovering I can't eat, I can't sleep, I can't think, I can't breathe, I can't love. I can love Avatar. I can't love anything
Can't
else.
love anything else though.
I can love no one or nothing else but Avatar: The Last Airbender, Legend of Aang. It's one I really love it. Really, really, really love it.
Well, it is called Legend of Aang over there, isn't it? I
It's
always forget.
it's called Legend of Aang over here because over here, Bender is a pseudonym,
Slur.
pseudonym, pseudonym, pseudonym for being a big gay.
Yeah.
Um, it's a slur. It's a not very nice slur for gay people. Nevertheless, it is really, really funny to me as a Brit whenever they refer to being a bender or bending. Um, but I managed to get over that and appreciate the show for what it is, which is bloody brilliant. Um, the last episode I watched was what was it? It was the episode where Aang is training with an exiled Fire Nation resident and ends up burning Katara. Spoilers.
Yeah.
Um, and it's brilliant. What else is brilliant? The episode with George Takei is brilliant. And may I say, okay, well, one, George Takei playing a big evil warlord, as scary as he was, it was funny because it was George Takei and it was
Yeah,
George.
you can't unhear that it's George Takei. Like it's just
Yeah,
him.
exactly. George Takei's voice is George Takei's voice. It would be like if Nathan Lane voiced him.
Yeah.
Um, Another observation I made is that would presumably be very fucking triggering for George Takei, considering that he was in an internment camp.
Yeah. And
So
I
I
didn't
thought,
even think about it like that until you brought it up. I have no idea if he even knows realize that at all, but
you know what though? I mean, fair play to him. I mean, I think because the whole point of that episode was that under those horrendous circumstances, people, if they rely on each other, can find a little bit of hope and a little bit of comfort. And I think that's obviously something he identified
oh
with.
yeah, no, if
Uh,
you've read his autobiography, it's pretty much the same message.
yeah, I mean, I don't know, I really admired him for doing that. But then again, there isn't a lot I don't admire George Takei for.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that was a brilliant episode.
Also, you hate Jet.
I do hate Jet. Jet's a
But you
fucking
thought he was hot at first, and I'm like, just wait a second.
yeah. No, he's a total d-bag. He's as bad as anyone in the Fire Nation. He can fuck off. Um, I really, really liked that episode, actually.
Yeah.
I really liked the episode with the fortune teller. I thought that was a really, really fun episode. A great episode for Sokka and a really great episode for Aang and Katara. And it was very, very fair-handed because all the points that Sokka was making were good points, and you could see why he was getting so frustrated. But it wasn't too high and mighty, it didn't seem like it was making fun of people that believe in that kind of thing. Yeah, it was very fair-handed, and she was a great character, and you really warmed to her. Um, yeah, I liked it a lot, that episode. Liked it a lot.
And then I told you, I'm like, look, if you're not into it, that's fine. But at least wait until you watch the Storm episode before you decide. Like
And the
the
storm.
yeah.
Oh, the storm is the episode with the backstory for
Yeah.
both Aang and Prince Zuko. Yeah, that's a great episode, and it's funny because like Zuko and Uncle Iroh, they invested so much time in the show in making you care about them both. And I was like, well, they wouldn't be doing that if they were out and out villains. If they were just Fire Nation scum, they wouldn't do that. And yeah, it turns out you were right. Like Prince Zuko has a really tragic backstory. Like he's just a kid that wanted to be king, follow in his father's footsteps, and do a good job. Um, he was probably too young to recognize the Fire Nation for what they were. And he really tried to stand up for those other soldiers. I mean, he was doing the right thing. He was being honorable and being compassionate.
Yeah,
And
it's your first look at Ozai and how much of a dick he is.
oh,
Like
he's
he's
fucking cunt. But Zuko, you
It's
really,
also fun fact if you go back and watch that episode, is
mm,
the first episode where Azula shows up, who is Zuko's sister, who shows up later, becomes a big part of
oh,
the story.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
She's in that episode, like in the foreground, and you can see her. You just don't know it's her yet.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
So
interesting.
once you start like seeing episodes with Azula in them, go back and watch that episode, or at least the part with like Zuko fighting his father, just that scene, and you see her in that scene.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
will. We'll go back.
They had
Um,
Azula planned out from the beginning.
this fucking show, it's so perfect. I mean, I was saying this earlier. This is superior to so many shows written for adults in every way. The writing, the pacing, the cinematography, the characters, the humor. I mean, all of it. It's pitched perfectly. And it's that thing of, I think because kids are so hard to please, because their attention spans are so small, it the getting the pacing right so that they're packing a lot in. It all feels organic. And yet at the same time it doesn't drag. It doesn't feel like it's being crowbarred in, but it doesn't drag either. Like, you know, yeah, it's just superior in so many ways to so many things written for adults. Like, I just can't say enough nice things about it. I love it.
Keep watching it.
I
And then
will.
I told you how you can enjoy it all at once. I was looking back through an episode guide and like seeing like actually how short the show was, because it seemed longer to me, because the first time I watched it through, I was watching it through the broadcast, like as it was being broadcasted. Like since episode 1, I watched that shit since like episode 1, and because I thought it was like the coolest fucking thing I'd ever seen, and
You were right.
yeah, and there were so many like mid-season hiatuses and like end-season hiatuses until the next season started. Like that were like months apart, like months and months. Like one hiatus I looked up was like the beginning of like, or like it was like November to like, or it was like December until September of the next year. Like that was the hiatus. And
Yeah,
it like
Jesus
fucking,
Christ.
and it was a mid-season and it fucking killed me.
I mean, that's absurd. I mean, even for America, that is absurd. I mean, the upshot is, or the upside rather, is that, like you're saying, it's a relatively short show, but you've got to remember that I'm British and there are something like 60 episodes of Avatar, so for me,
It's long.
that's a long show.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I'm gonna,
it's kind of like why Korra seemed really short to me, because the hiatuses in between Korra were so short, or they seemed very short compared to what the hiatuses were in Avatar. I'm pretty sure the hiatus between seasons 3 and 4 of Korra were like a month apart, because they went from airing on TV to fully digital, like putting it online. So it was very short.
I, last week, I
Uh-huh.
was saying, like, okay, Aang is gonna have to start looking a lot older before anything can happen between him and Katara.
Yeah.
Well, Katara's meant to be like 14, he's meant to be like 12, is that right?
Something like that?
Okay, well, I'm totally sold on their romance now anyway. It's fucking legit. They are so cute together. They're my current fucking OTP. Like, and the thing is, like, usually something like that I would kind of find like, like their kids, whatever, but it's so fucking real. Their love is so real.
Yeah. And you feel it from the beginning, which is why I ranted so much about like the romance they tried to force in Korra in the first
Yeah,
two seasons.
it
That's
doesn't feel forced at all. Like, there's a genuine connection
Oh
between the
yeah,
like,
you can see why I was angry with Korra for a while. I don't mind it as much now. Like I look back, I'm like, they didn't know what they were doing. It's okay. Like it all paid off in the end, I think. But so you can see why that kind of pissed me off a little bit, because it flows so like naturally with Airbender, I feel like. And they don't really even get romantic in any way until like end of book 2, really. Like there's and there's no like real, well, there's like this part where they like I think they kiss, but they're not really sure. But there's not like an on-screen kiss till like book 3 or
Oh,
something.
okay.
So
Well, what I think is interesting with Korra, I mean, I haven't seen it, so I can't comment too much, but they tried to crowbar a romance in, like you say, and it really
yeah, in book 1 especially,
yeah, and it
and then
feels,
in book 2 it really escalated to
oh,
like insane levels of like, we really want you to like this, and I'm like,
but
but I
isn't
don't. Stop
it,
making the whole show about it. I care about this other thing.
but isn't it interesting that then there was a romance that they didn't predict at all, that did evolve organically?
Yeah,
That
that
was,
I was. Can I just say that I was shipping since day one, motherfuckers? Don't even say that it wasn't there.
I know you've said this before, like, I mean,
I
some
was shipping
people,
Kurosami since the day that their eyes met, and I'm like, oh my god, they're both gorgeous.
but you know what though, like, that is such a common thing. Like, if there's a gay ship, people will do anything to, like, rewrite history and make it not exist.
No, yeah.
They'll either do that or they'll, like, fucking crowbar it in where it really isn't there, like, one of the two. But it's
I
just,
can't wait for you to start watching Korra. It'll be great.
yeah, I can't wait.
You
Although
see how much bullshit season 2 is, and then
that's the thing,
eventually
like,
get to season 3, which is great.
I do get the impression that I am going to have to put up with a lot of bullshit with Korra.
Like with the character or with the show?
With the show.
Yeah. You put up a lot of bullshit with the character as well. Korra kind of starts out as like kind of like a bratty bitch, but she gets better.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she definitely gets better. She kind of starts out like she just does not know what she's doing, like, at all. But no, she gets better.
Is she an
Definitely.
Avatar?
Huh?
Is she an Avatar?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's really only season 2 that's like really bad. 'Cause like not only was like I'm not saying like the romance, like the forced romance stuff completely ruined season 2. I didn't like the villain in season 2. I didn't like the plot in season 2. Korra was like an idiot in season 2. Like
It
there was
sounds like most of season 2 was pretty shitty, Greer.
some of it. There are some good moments though.
I mean, was it like, do you feel like the whole show consistently, like, because that's the thing, I'm sure there are episodes of Airbender that aren't very good, but consistently you care about the characters, the writing is good. Like, do you feel like with Korra, even though there are things peppered in it that don't work, like the romance, like, you do care about the characters, you do care about the story, the writing's good, like,
Oh yeah.
do you feel like that's consistent throughout?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. There's actually, you know what? In book 2 is where 2 of the best Korra episodes are, honestly.
Oh, really?
And they don't involve the main characters.
Oh, okay.
It's 2 episodes right in the middle of book 2 where it talks about Avatar Wan, who was the first Avatar, and it's like 2 of the best episodes in the whole, like, even when you add Airbender into there, like, there's some of the 2 best episodes out of both series. They're really good.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah,
I'm so glad.
it's like right in the middle. It's like right in the middle of book 2 is like the worst season of Legend of Korra has 2 of the best episodes out of both Avatar series.
I'm really psyched that I'm not gonna have to wait until like, or when Avatar ends, I'm not gonna like be at a loss. I'm gonna have Korra. Like, I'm really happy about that.
Oh yeah.
To change tack slightly, I want to talk again. I want to do another Lord Cat and talk again. They've released another episode of Pop Quiz Hotshot,
Oh good.
and it's awful.
Yep.
Can we talk about that? Is that all right?
You can.
Like, it's just fun to watch, like, the train wreck. Like, I know that's a horrible thing to say because there are still people on Channel Awesome that I really like, but in terms of, like, Doug, Rob, Mike Mashord, like, they can fuck off. Like,
Can we openly talk about this and say how much, like, I don't know.
I think so. I mean, they're not going to hear it, are they?
Oh yeah, I know, but
Yeah, like, I mean, I'm sure...
we've changed a lot.
Yeah, they have changed a lot.
No, us as people.
Oh, yeah. No, we really, really have. I mean, I think the thing is I had a lot of goodwill towards Channel Awesome. I don't know whether I've kind of explained this before, like, because even when their stuff was a little bit ropey and unprofessional, like, they seemed like really smart, funny, hardworking people, and I loved that thing of, like, that grassroots thing of, like, it being the internet and it being a group of people who, through the diplomacy of the internet get famous because they're good and they work hard.
Here's the
Um,
thing, what I figured out, is that no one does that, like, oh, you should be on our site for exposure, like, thing anymore. Everyone goes on YouTube and is a self-starter now.
well, that's it.
No one needs a website to get famous anymore,
Yeah,
except YouTube, like, probably YouTube. But, you know what I mean, like, no one needs to join up with a
yeah,
group of
yeah. Nobody,
people.
if you're genuinely talented, you don't need to get picked up.
Well, no, that's just not what people do anymore.
No, it isn't. I mean, because it's sort of evolved. Like, YouTube partnerships now are, I mean, because YouTube is a proper company, you have much more job security and you're much
Oh,
more
yeah.
likely to get promoted properly. Um, Whereas Channel Awesome, it feels very, very antiquated. And also, I could forgive that if they still acted like decent people, if they still acted like friends and supported each other, you know? Then I could go back to having a lot of goodwill and to admiring that kind of grassroots thing. But now it's this awful combination of thinking that they're a legitimate company and behaving like a bunch of unprofessional assholes. It's like you can't have that.
Legitimate company where, like, pretty much the standard now for, like, a legitimate internet company, like, what you want to aim toward is something like Rooster Teeth,
Yes,
you know? Like,
absolutely.
they're, like, the standard
And
now.
so,
I guess. I'm not, but
well, no, but yeah, I agree with
they're a production company with all kinds of different productions with over 100 employees now.
yeah, and it's evolved from the grassroots thing. That's the thing. Like, it's fine for them for something to start out as grassroots. It's good.
Oh yeah, they started out making dumb Halo machinima,
Yeah, and
which
it's
is still going.
yeah, that's it. Because one, yeah, it was genuinely good, and there's nothing wrong with something starting out being grassroots.
I'm also
Like,
not saying Red versus Blue is dumb, by the way.
no,
I'm
but
saying,
like,
like, when Red versus Blue started out, it was really silly and dumb, and now it's, like, turned into, like, this huge fucking, big deal.
but the
Which
point
I don't
is,
mind. I like Red versus Blue, though.
the point is that, like, it's good if things start out grassroots, but you have to evolve. And that's what Channel Awesome never did. They never figured out how to evolve. And all that would be forgivable if they didn't think they had. That's the problem. They think they're a legitimate company. They're so arrogant now. I mean, it's like you would think that after losing that many friends, they would be able to take a step back. And I mean, I don't want to get too personal, but like, they've alienated a lot of really good people.
Get personal. Do it.
Well, I mean, they have, they've alienated a lot of really, really good people. And when I think back to those like, you could never have something like that again.
Mm.
What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I think they're all kind of cunty, that's all.
I don't think they're all cunty.
Cunty. I don't know if that's in the dictionary, but...
It's in the British dictionary.
Cunty.
I'm sure of it. It gets used too much for it not to be. No,
we don't say cunt enough here in America for it to be in the dictionary.
Yeah, Matt LeBlanc was talking about this on Conan. Like, we say cunt a lot over here. Yeah, 3 of them are dicks. Mashord, Rob, and Duck. I mean, even Rob and Duck, I don't think I think Rob, I've always secretly thought was kind of a cock. Like, Doug, I still have a little bit of goodwill towards, but, like, Mashord can fuck off. That's the thing, you kind of feel like there's so much, there was so much behind-the-scenes bitchiness in that company as well. Like, that was another thing that I really, really liked when I discovered Rooster Teeth. Like, you don't get any of that drama. I'm sure it goes on, but they're professionals, you know?
Yeah. If there's any bit of, like... As someone who's, like... I go on the subreddit every day. I watch their videos, stuff like that. If there's any drama that happens, like, it gets, like, taken care of pretty quickly. Like, people started spreading a lot of rumors once Ray left the company, Ray from Achievement Hunter. the Achievement Hunter branch. He left the company a few months ago to become a full-time Twitch streamer, which is fine. That's always what he's wanted to do. And he's honestly, I think he's making a lot more money doing that. If I'm gonna speak candidly, I don't know, but it obviously seems like, it obviously seems like it.
Fair play to him. I mean,
Oh yeah, he wasn't fired. I mean, he left the company and he still hangs out with all of them, but people still tried to say that oh, he's not friends with them anymore and blah. And I'm like,
Christ.
And Ray is like, no, that's not true. He'll go on the subreddit or his own subreddit and be like, that's not true, at all.
That's bullshit. Yeah, if you want drama like that, go to Channel Awesome,
Yeah. It gets taken care of pretty quickly.
And you can't imagine them openly arguing on Twitter or arguing with fans or, shutting down criticism, censoring criticism. You just can't imagine any of that stuff happening with Rooster Teeth. It all feels like a professional company. When you watch, maybe to a lesser extent something like Ruby, because I think they're still figuring out the technology, but something like X-Ray and Vav, that could be on Adult Swim,
Yeah.
I think Ruby is a fucking brilliant show, but I think with the anime, just by virtue of it being more complicated, they're kind of still figuring it out.
Yeah. Ruby is such a niche thing. I don't think it would ever be able to air on TV. It's such a niche, oh, it's anime, but it's computer generated.
I don't know, though. I think if they...
Anime is already such a niche market on American television here. It has been for years.
But I feel like it's popular enough now, anime, because I think the writing on Ruby is definitely good enough. I think the writing on Ruby is as good as the writing on... Maybe not quite as good as the writing on Avatar, but I think, almost.
I think definitely in Season 2 it improved. I like Season 2 of Ruby a lot better than I like Season 1.
I really, really like both seasons.
If I want to speak critically of it, I liked Season 2 a lot better than Season 1. I think also because Season 1, there were a lot of high expectations before Ruby came out, and then Season 1 came out, and there wasn't really a whole lot there that was actually, promised. But Season 2 really kicked it up a notch. I feel like they figured out the technology a little better. They also got a better scope of what the audience wanted. I feel like with the first season of Ruby, they did not really know, but then once they got feedback from Season 1, they knew what to do with Season 2.
But I don't think, I agree with you. I think Season 2 was a big, big improvement, but I think Season 1 is really good.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying Season 1 was crap. There were episodes of Season 1 that I did not like, but, that's just me.
Yeah, well, that's it, isn't it? That's just kind of personal. To me...
There was some filler, the filler with Jean in Season 1 was just, total BS, and I hated it.
No, I love Jean. Jean, he's a bit like...
It was such a cliche character arc. They could have done something else, but they didn't, and...
Oh, no, I agree. I like the fact that...
you know what? It's me as an anime fan that I don't like filler that much.
But you know what? I really think that's a personal thing, because I didn't find the Jean arc filler. I really liked the thing that he was kind of a prick, fucking faking his way into getting into that school when it's so important is a really cunty thing to do. And I liked that. I liked the fact that they went there, and I really liked his relationship with that really, really competent girl that had a crush on him.
Kira, yeah.
I thought that was really, really sweet.
Well, I'm talking about the little 2-episode arc where he was being bullied, and I'm like, really?
Oh, I liked that because again he kind of rises to the occasion, and yeah, I guess it's sort of
to me, it's filler in the middle of the action, and that's what anime, some anime series do when they don't know what else to do.
See, I disagree. I completely felt like that was a really, really important part of his character evolving, learning to stand up to people and have a bit of agency and kind of care more about doing the right thing, being popular. That, to me, felt like a really natural part of that character's progression. Do you know
that is just me. I love Ruby, but that is just how I feel.
Yeah,
so.
No, that makes complete sense. But I
Like 2 bad episodes out of a otherwise good series is like, that's
could be worse.
nothing,
I mean, I think the thing with RWBY, like the big thing for me that is preventing it from being like perfect, and it's not at all. I just think it's something they're figuring out. It's animation. I think the animation will gradually continue to improve, but I don't think it's there yet.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas something like X-Ray and Vav, because that's flash animation, that's so simple. Like, yeah, that could be on Adult Swim. X-Ray and Vav. It's certainly funny enough.
Yeah. I feel like there's too many in-jokes, like, for it. Well, I'm glad there's not too many in-jokes, but,
I mean, I don't know, like, the slow-mo stuff, I think his power being slow-mo, like, you don't need to know that he was part of the slow-mo guys to,
Yeah.
to kind of, for that to be, like, a legit power.
Fucking... now I found something online, and now I'm angry, because... Oh god, there's rage. I'm on the Steven Universe subreddit.
Oh, yeah.
And, Steven Universe was supposed to be on hiatus until August, but now they're saying it won't come back till September.
Oh. So you got...
So, everyone's really pissed off.
Yeah, why would they... I mean, you would think they would be professional enough to figure out when the fuck their show's coming back.
Well, no, like, they, like, the animation crew, I guess, behind it posted a thing that said, like, we're still working on stuff.
Oh.
And we're all on, like, we're taking a break. So we're going to come back in September instead of August.
I mean,
promise.
I guess it's only a month, but yeah, that kind of sucks. Like, I feel like they're professionals. They should have planned for that, you know?
I don't know. I'm really digging Steven Universe at the moment, so it kind of sucks, but, I'll wait. If it means, like, they're, like, taking a break to, like, get more ideas or, like,
That's a very good point, yeah. I mean, and again, like, it's...
I don't want to overwork Rebecca Sugar.
It is that thing, like, if you have goodwill towards something because it's, genuinely good, then you can forgive it shit like that. Unlike Pop Quiz Hotshot not coming out for months and months and months, and them spending $14K on it, or no, $47K on it, excuse me, and then it being a piece of shit. I'm still sad about Channel Awesome. I think you're more...
Dying to know where that money went. I'm like, I want, like, to look inside a brain and look like, where did that money go?
Yeah, fuck, right? I really want to know. Like, do you think maybe they couldn't pay rent on the studio anymore or something? So
probably.
Panicked?
Yeah.
Something like that. I'd love to know. I mean, there is no way they spent $14K on that. If I could do that in my living room without $14K, then so can they.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's bullshit. They've released quite a few episodes now, actually. They've released something like 3 or 4. The second one, Sans Brad, is a piece of shit. I don't know about the others, but I'm sure they are too.
Hashtag save Brad. Or free Brad. Yeah, free Brad.
Brad. Oh yeah, free Brad. Free Brad. Free Brad. You need to free Brad. Talking of goodwill, I have a lot more goodwill towards Lord Cat now.
Hi, Jason.
Hi, Jason. If you're listening, wherever
I'll
you
send
are.
this to him. How about that?
Oh no, don't send it to him. Don't send it to him, because if he hates it, it'll break my heart. I'm not sure I could handle a dressing down from Jason Polera.
So, oh, this is interesting.
Go on, Reddit.
It's an anime thing, so...
Oh, okay.
It's probably super interesting to you. But...
No, well, not interesting to the people listening, people at home.
According to a rumor, this is rumor in big words, big letters, Lionsgate, there is a source at Lionsgate that says they are moving forward with an idea to have a live-action adaptation of the Naruto series.
Oh, okay. I know that's a popular show. I know that.
Which, a guy named Michael Gracie is supposed to direct, and I am Googling him right now to see what else he has directed, because I do not know. He's done... It says he used to work in visual effects and shit, but now he's, like, gonna direct a bunch of stuff. Like, he's gonna do an adaptation of The Witches by Roald Dahl with
Oh,
Alfonso Cuarón and Uncle Guillermo.
oh, wow,
And
shit.
then
That's
he's also directing the Jim Henson biopic and the Elton John biopic.
Jesus fucking Christ, this guy sounds amazing. Those things all sound fucking legit.
I know, but like,
I need
okay, the thing about, hold on now, the thing about American-made live-action anime movies is that they have not done well. For me, at least, I'm having, like, Dragon Ball flashbacks right now.
Oh man,
Terrible Dragon Ball Evolution flashbacks.
Dragon Ball came out a long time ago though. Like I think now with the
Dragon Ball Evolution, it's so fresh in my mind.
Yeah, I mean, we've come along.
What I have concluded with these kinds of movies is that in the top rated Reddit post on our movies pretty much sums it up, and it says it's sad how fans won't realize that the movie will be for a general audience and not for them.
Well, yeah, but
and that is why they don't do well in America.
But you can do both. I mean, okay, look at the Marvel Cinematic Universe, okay? I mean, they're full of things that only really, really niche comic book fans would know, and yet they're completely marketable. Like, there is a way of doing both, and I feel like, you know, I'm sure Dragon Ball was a piece of shit, but we have come along...
Dragon Ball Evolution was, like, the worst movie I've ever seen.
I'd like to see it. I'd really like to see it.
It's terrible.
It's why I'd like to see
Even if you don't know anything about Dragon Ball, I'm coughing right now. Like, it's choking me. Dragon Ball is killing me.
No, I mean, like, are you okay?
Yeah, even if you're not a Dragon Ball fan, it's like a really terrible film.
Oh no, I'm sure it is. I mean, I'm sure even if you're not an Airbender fan, that movie by M. Night Shyamalan is a piece of shit.
Uh-huh.
By the way, talking of not pronouncing things correctly, how do you pronounce Roald Dahl?
Roald Dahl?
That's not how you say his name. It's Roald Dahl.
Roald Dahl. That's how I've always said it.
That's not even how it's spelled.
Roald Dahl.
Roald Dahl.
Rolled?
Just rolled.
Is that how you say that name?
I'm extra syllables.
In this country, I've always heard it pronounced Roald Dahl.
Okay, let's settle this.
In this country, I've always heard it pronounced that way.
I'm gonna find somewhere. I'm gonna find it being pronounced on YouTube.
You know what? That's how my parents pronounced it. That's how I know.
Right, let me see. Let's settle this once and for all. By the way, I'm reading a book of his short stories right now for adults, and they're fucking awesome.
Also, if anyone else is interested while Fran's looking that up, apparently the Zoolander 2 trailer just leaked.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm interested. I'm very fucking interested. That's
like literally it just leaked. Like, it's...
You know what, though? Like, this is happening, this whole trailers leaking thing, too frequently for it to not be a way of getting attention.
For Comic-Con, there were people who were, like, filming it. Like, it didn't leak, it just people filmed it when they weren't supposed to.
I'm sure that that's no accident, that they're kind of allowing people to get away with filming it. I can't find anyone pronouncing it on YouTube, and I can't be bothered to look any harder than I just did. We will settle this though. Next week we'll settle it.
I found a headline. I don't know how I stumbled upon this headline. Oh, because I was on Our Movies. It was really top rated on Our Movies. The headline is from Entertainment Weekly. It says, J.J. Abrams broke his back trying to help Harrison Ford on the set of Star Wars. And,
Harrison Ford, like, literally can't get injured. Like, no matter what happens to him. Like, he could fall off the fucking Empire State Building and not get injured.
He was in a plane crash and just walked away.
I know! And then fucking J.J. Abrams helps him and gets injured. What the fuck?
Okay, so J.J. Abrams produced Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, and he was on The Daily Show promoting it on Thursday. And, while Abrams was ostensibly there to promote the new Tom Cruise movie, host Jon Stewart only wanted to talk to him about Star Wars. but they did geek out about Harrison Ford, apparently. I need to watch this. J.J.
And
Abrams says this guy is like a real-life superhero. He should have the Marvel logo above his name.
Yeah.
Recalling what happened when Harrison Ford actually broke his leg on the Force Awakens set last year.
What did he do? Just like fucking get up and walk off?
I guess this was when he broke his leg, and then J.J. Abrams also broke his back at the same time. I guess there was like a piece of door or wall from the set that fell, and J.J. Abrams says he's down there and he's toughing it out. He's a superhuman being. He's literally lying there making jokes. This door had gone down. I'm trying to lift it up because that's the kind of guy I am. I'm trying to lift this door up and I feel a pop in my back and I'm like, huh, that's weird. Cut to a couple of days later and Abrams found himself in a doctor's office. He goes, oh, you have a broken back. I broke my L4 trying to lift this door.
You know what? There's a really funny ClickHole article where, oh, what the fuck? It's Harrison Ford getting stuck in Big Ben, in the spokes of Big Ben, the big giant clock in London. I fucking love ClickHole so much.
I love Harrison Ford because he's turned into such like a grumpy old man.
It makes me so happy.
I know.
But to be honest though, there's nothing about
Watch the Comic-Con panel. I don't think he knows where he is.
He doesn't. There's nothing about fucking Harrison Ford that doesn't make me really happy. Like, and I've said it before, I'll say it again, like, I would sleep with him now, in 2015.
I would sleep with him, like, 40 years ago.
No, I'd sleep with him this year, 2015. He was born back whenever the fuck he was born. I was born...
If you look up... No, hold on. Like, if you look up pictures of him when he was, like 25 and, like, super hot.
Oh, no, fuck, I'd sleep with him then, too, don't get me wrong. But if I couldn't sleep with him then and I had to sleep with him now, I'd do it. I'd legit do it.
I just looked up young pictures of Harrison Ford and I'm like... I don't even know right now. Holy shit.
Horny as hell right now.
Are you kidding me? Like, he was so good looking.
Can you send me a picture?
Yeah.
I want to be able to react to this.
I actually really like this picture of him. I don't know the context of it, but he's in a kitchen. It's like washing a cup or something.
Oh, it's so good. I need it right now, please.
Let me paste it.
By the
there
way,
we go.
How correct am I that Nev Schulman looks... Neve, sorry, excuse me. Looks like a young John Stamos?
He does a little bit.
He does.
Whoa, I found a picture of him in his underwear. I found a picture of young Harrison Ford in his underwear.
Oh my god. It's not a drill.
Boom.
Fuck.
Hold on.
Why the fuck isn't this link working, bro? What the fuck?
Boom.
Fucking damn it.
Half naked Harrison Ford.
None of these goddamn fuckers are working. Hang on. I'll try.
Highlight it and copy and paste it. You're missing out on half naked Harrison Ford.
I can't even copy and paste it, bro. Hang on, let me try something here. First, real quick. Fuck, bro. Right. Okay. It's gonna be legit. Fuck! What the fuck? Why can't I... Okay, so what did you look up then? Just Harrison Ford on Google Images.
I looked up Harrison Ford young.
Harrison Ford young.
And it's like a little bit down the page, and there's literally a picture of him, and it's from Reddit. I'm guessing it's from Our Lady Boners.
Wait.
Which is a subreddit I frequent.
I'm sure.
No, it's from Our Pics. God damn it.
You know who else was kind of fucking hot when she was young?
Who?
I feel weird saying this, but it's true, so I'm gonna say it. Betty White.
Yeah.
Like when she was like young, she was fucking adorable. She was so hot.
Oh, damn, I need to go back and watch Temple of Doom.
Harrison Ford. Young. Damn it.
It's like, there's this subset of pictures of just him, like, with his shirt half ripped off in Temple of Doom, and I'm like, I need to go back and watch Temple of Doom.
Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, he's so hot. Fuck! He's so hot. Harrison.
What happened?
He's so hot. He's so hot, Harrison. Fuck. He's still hot though. I'm sorry.
He looks too much like a dad. So like, I don't know.
Do you know what though? It's because it's Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's a lot he could do to not be hot, and I would fuck him.
To be fair, like, I like, I find the character of Han Solo, like, very attractive.
Yes.
I think that's why I find him attractive.
I think so too. I think that's exactly what it is.
I find the character of Han Solo, like, extremely attractive.
No, I find him fucking hot as hell. Like, sexy as fucking hell.
He's scruffy.
Oh, fuck, man. He's so hot. I'm gonna look up Neve Schulman now.
Why?
Because I got the...
Like him and Carrie Fisher in those movies were so hot.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, I'm really, really excited to see them together again.
Oh yeah, I want to know like kind of like where their relationship kind of went.
Like,
I'm almost like dying to know.
I really hope they didn't break up. If they break up,
No, well, I know because there was like a book, like one of the Star Wars novels that like cited like that Han had was married to someone, but it wasn't Leia.
No.
Like
No.
I'm not sure if they'll like touch on that in the movie. I'm not sure like how far canon J.J. Abrams is gonna go.
No, he needs to go. He needs to go non-canon.
Yeah, I don't know how far it's gonna go, but you know we'll see it in the movie. That's why I'm so fucking hyped for Force Awakens.
I'm more hyped for Force Awakens than I've been hyped about a lot of movies recently. I'm more hyped about Force Awakens than any of them. I'm so fucking excited. I need to show you this real quick because it's changed my life.
Okay.
I need to get this for you. I think it'll change your life too. I think it'll have a...
Is it of Neve?
Yeah, it's a profound image that will affect your mental state.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
He's cute.
He's so fucking cute. Do you find him as hot as I do, or not really?
I think he's like adorable, like teddy bear adorable. I don't think he's like hot or anything.
Hot as fuck. I don't think I've ever found anyone more attractive than Neve Schulman. I don't think I've ever found anyone more attractive than Neve Schulman.
Let's see what is like the most lewd picture I can find of Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford sexy. Yeah, and it's that picture of him in a swimsuit. Yep.
So fucking legit. It's more legit than I can.
Actually, there is a picture of him right here, like older, and he looks really good.
Yeah,
so.
He's hot as hell. Harrison Ford always has been, always will be.
I need to go back and watch Temple of Doom. Like seriously.
You know, I had a conversation with my cousin recently, and he was saying like, what's the name of the female star of... I can't remember which Indiana Jones movie it is, but she's a character that everyone finds really annoying compared to the other female.
Oh, I don't remember.
She's got an odd name, like Bobby or Winnie or... hang on.
Let me think. Yeah, it was Willie.
Willie, that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He...
Yeah, that was Temple of Doom. It was the movie with Willie in Short Round.
Well, yeah, okay. I've never really been into Indiana Jones. Like, I need to see those movies again, because I
like Indiana Jones.
I didn't kind of grow up with them. But he says, my cousin says, that Temple of Doom is legit and that she's a really funny character and really endearing, and he doesn't understand.
You know what? I don't... that's why I was saying I need to go back and watch Temple of Doom again, because I don't really remember it that well.
Well, I think
so
what he said, which I always think is a really good point, is like, people complain because she's like kind of, you know, she's sort of like running around after Indy and doesn't really know what the fuck she's doing. And it's like, you know, women...
I would be the same way, though.
Yeah, innit? Like, women always have to be in these movies, like, really, really, like, sassy and strong. And it's like, sometimes it's nice just to have like, to be comic relief and to be kind of a dumbass. Like, why shouldn't women get to be that, you know?
Yeah. I don't remember. You know what? I realize I have not watched Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Oh, it's meant to be awful.
I've watched all the Indiana Jones movies except Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't, like, waste your...
Hey, it does have Shia LaBeouf in it.
Oh, Shia, I love him.
Shia.
I legit love Shia LaBeouf. Like, I love the fact that, like,
I do too.
he's managed to make a career out of being completely weird and unmarketable. And, like,
Crazy.
fucking, like, God bless him. Like, unlike James Franco, who, like, is legitimately mental and doesn't know it, won't admit it.
You know what, though? He's still a good actor.
Yes, he is a good actor.
Because I heard that there was that movie that came out last year called Fury, which was like him and Brad Pitt and yeah, it was him and Brad Pitt pretty much. And I heard it was really good. It's like a World War II movie or some shit.
Like, I'm gonna say this and you're gonna be horrified. I'm starting to warm to him more.
No, I am too. I've always loved Shia LaBeouf.
No, James.
Oh, James Franco? Have you watched, see, I've never had a problem with them. Have you watched This Is the End yet?
No, I haven't. It's more just that, like, I know everyone loves how much I hate James Franco.
You should watch that movie, because he's actually really funny in it, really
Oh,
likable.
good, yeah.
He does make fun of himself, like, kind of how pretentious he is and stuff like that. Like, he's self-aware.
Well, that's
at this
good,
point,
yeah.
I think.
He does seem more self-aware now than I think he used to be. And actually, to be fair, I saw, like, quite an old episode of 30 Rock where he falls in love with a body pillow, and I'm like, that's kind of legit. Fair play. But yeah, no, Shia LaBeouf, like, I've heard Fury is an awesome movie. I'd really, really like to see it.
Mm. You should watch This Is the End, though. It's a good movie.
I'd like to see it.
You'd like it, even though he's in it. I think you'd really like it.
I think I would too. I mean, I like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and he's in it, and that's a legit movie.
Oh yeah.
So the Babysitters Club is 29 years old today.
Okay, I never read it, but...
Okay, I read it, I grew up with it, and that's completely fucked me up. It's 29 years old. That's completely fucked me up. Like, they'd be 40 now. They'd be 43. The babysitters of the Babysitters Club would be like 42, 43. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that information. To do with that.
Like, honestly, like, I never got into it, I don't think. I don't think I ever read it when I was a kid.
What kind of tween-age novels were you into when you were a kid then?
When I was a kid, or like when I was in high school?
Like a young teenager, like on the cusp of your teens.
Whatever I read in class, just like random stuff I would find in the library that looked interesting.
There wasn't anything like that you kind of like devoured every one.
Yeah, I was never really into, like, besides like reading manga, I guess. Does that count? Like, I read a shit ton of manga. I still do, but just whatever, I would go in the library and I would just find something that seemed interesting and I would read it. I was never into like a specific author or a specific series or anything. Not really until high school, and then I started reading more of the classics. And then I really got into the Hunger Games when it came out, and that was when I was in high school.
You know what, to be honest, I think you had like better YA novels when you were growing up than when I was growing up, because like I forget I'm, you know, quite a bit
To be fair,
older
Twilight came out when I was in high school as well, and
fuck, that's a piece of shit.
I did read the first one and like a little bit of the second one, but I got bored. Like, I didn't even at the time, like, I didn't even consider it like crappy. I just got bored, like, and I just stopped reading it.
I mean, the Babysitters Club in hindsight, I'm sure is kind of crappy. Like, it was just the first thing that I ever read, and I remember really, really loving the characters. Harry Potter was my first fandom thing, though. Mm-hmm. Like, in the same way that the Hunger Games came out when you were young, like, Harry Potter was my equivalent.
I assume everyone was freaking out about Harry Potter in England when it came out.
We were freaking the fuck out about Harry Potter. We still are freaking the fuck out about Harry Potter. As well, we might be.
The last few books came out when I was in high school. I think Deathly Hallows came out when I was in high school, and everyone was... No, it was in... I don't remember how old I was when Deathly Hallows came out. I think, you know what, I might have been, like, late middle school, early high school when Deathly Hallows came out. And I remember everyone making a big deal about it.
I want to talk about the X-Files.
Okay.
Can I do that?
They've released a couple teasers so far.
They look fucking legit. Where I am right now is...
yeah, I forgot you're watching it.
Yeah, I'm currently watching the X-Files, for those of you that don't know. Right now, I'm midway through season 8. Mulder is back. Like, spoilers for anyone that hasn't seen it, Mulder's back. Doggett is still fucking brilliant. And I have to say, X-Files fans, like, if you're working your way through the show at the moment, and you're getting kind of disillusioned and feeling like it's following the same patterns every week, you know, like, kind of punctured by a few things that explain the lore a bit more, season 8 completely reinvigorates the whole show. Doggett is such a brilliant character and so different to Mulder, and that was exactly what it needed. For the first half of season 8, you're completely taken away from the alien thing, and it gets back to these creepy grassroots stories where you've got one person that legitimately doesn't understand what's going on and is completely out of their depth, and this seasoned paranormal expert. And it just completely gets the show back to the grassroots while doing something completely different with a completely different character. Brilliant. Like, I'm gonna sing its fucking praises. It's so good.
I think they started a thing where they started what was I gonna say? They started a thing like a few weeks ago where the X-Files page was like, you watched a single episode of X-Files every day, then by the time you're done, the new series will be ready.
Oh, I think that's...
It's like 300... Like, how many episodes the X-Files? Like 300, 200 something? I don't know.
But, you know, like, that's awesome, because if you're going crazy waiting for the new season, like, that's such a fun thing to be involved in. Like, I almost kind of wish I had done that. As much fun as I'm having watching them with my friends, like, it would be fun to be able to do that. Like, I love things like that. Like, anything where, like, everyone in a fandom is doing something, like, and you're all kind of in it together, like, I really, really enjoy that. I'm fucking excited. I'm really, really excited about the new season. I think the trailers look great. And to be honest, like, even though I haven't seen up until the end of the show, I know I have it on good authority that the most recent movie, was terrible. So if they can wrap the show up properly, because Gillian Anderson has actually said that this will be the last X-Files thing she ever does. Now, obviously, she can retcon that, but if they are trying to wrap the show up legitimately with this show, then I'm excited, because that means they're much more likely to make it good and to work hard.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I can't fucking wait. Sorry. That was all I wanted to say about the X-Files. It's legit.
My mom's really excited. My mom's super hyped.
Can you get your mom on the podcast so I can talk about it with her?
No.
Ew. Yeah. I don't have anything else I want to talk about. What about you, bro?
Let's see what Ash has to say.
Oh, yeah. I think that's going to have some shit to say. I have a feeling.
What movie... How about this? Here's a movie question. What movie's ending was the most unexpected and caught you off guard completely? Oh. Spoilers. Spoilers ahead, I guess.
Oh, okay. Now you're alerting people to spoilers. That's... okay. Off the top of my head... And I know people are going to be surprised, but The Village, like, and I know a lot of people guessed the twist in that movie. I guessed the twist, weirdly enough, in The Sixth Sense. Didn't guess the twist in The Village. That really caught me off guard, and I like that movie. I don't give a shit what anyone says. Let me try and think. What about another one? I feel like there's one on the tip of my tongue, and I can't remember. What about you?
It's kind of dumb. The ending to Saw really kind of fucked me up.
No, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
I refuse to believe that anyone saw the ending of Saw coming.
Well,
fucking Saw.
It's so difficult, because with the benefit of hindsight and like 6 other fucking movies, like, actually no. Now that I've remembered the body in the middle of the room being alive, no, I wouldn't have seen that coming. No
Also,
fucking way.
Sleepaway Camp.
I've never seen
Remember,
Sleepaway Camp. Isn't it meant to be a piece of shit, I've
yeah,
heard?
Brad did a video on it, and it's really funny. And the twist, do you want me to tell you what the twist is?
Okay, alright. I'm gonna cover my ears so you can talk about it on the show.
No, it's fine. No, people can find out for themselves. If you know what Sleepaway Camp is, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what Sleepaway Camp is, Cinema Snob did a video on it. It's really fucking funny. It's probably one of my favorites he's ever done.
Free Brad!
Free Brad, yeah.
Free Brad. Let me try and think of another one. The ending of The Wicker Man fucked me up. I think...
Really?
Yeah, well, that whole movie is so... Have you seen it?
No.
Do you mind if I talk about it?
Sure, go ahead.
Well, the whole movie is so tense and unsettling. And you do go through it with a real sense of discomfort, so I'm not going to say that him dying was surprising. What was surprising was how relentlessly upsetting it was. The nature of it, the extent that they take it to, it's very, very hard to explain unless you've seen the movie, but it completely caught me off guard how much that affected me.
Everyone in this thread is either saying Gone Girl or Fight Club.
Oh yeah, shit, Gone Girl. Fuck. Yeah.
I have not seen Gone Girl yet. My mom watched it. She thought it was okay.
No, it's more than okay. It's a fuck.
I wanna read the book first.
Do you know what? I read Fight Club. I haven't even seen the movie. I've just read the book.
Oh.
Gone Girl, I've got to say...
Don't tell me about Gone Girl, because I want to read the book first.
I'm not going to tell you shit about Gone Girl, but it is a fun movie. It is a fun ride.
I know that, like... I kind of know vaguely how it ends, just because, like, through osmosis of the internet,
Yeah,
like, I kind of know. Like, I don't know exactly what happens, but I do want to read the book before I see the movie.
No, well, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, it's a fun movie, though. I really think you'll like it a lot.
The only thing I know about the ending is, like, oh, bitches be crazy. Like, that's the only thing I know about it.
Kind of, yeah, although they don't let Ben Affleck off that easily. I mean, he's, you know, legitimately a prick in that movie. What's another one? Fucking... Oh, I had it.
Dude, I man, I didn't see the ending of Titanic coming at all.
Yeah, that really fucking threw me for a loop. Yeah,
when the boat sank in Titanic.
That was a head scratcher. I'm gonna be yeah, maybe there'll be a film theory on it or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just, you know.
Oh, I linked you a new episode of Film Theory, or I think it came out like a week ago about Beauty and the Beast.
I'd already seen that one. Actually, I don't know.
I already kind of figured that out myself, but like,
well,
I didn't like think about it that deeply, I guess.
I didn't think about the emotional implications of it, I guess, but I will say that I don't think Film Theory is anywhere near as good as Game Theory. I think on Game Theory, Matt Pat comes across as a fucking genius. Like, the dots is able
yesterday, he actually came out with a Film Theory about Dragon Ball Z, like what the Kamehameha wave actually is.
Oh,
and
okay.
that has like some fucking science in it, dude.
Really?
Watch that one. I don't care if you don't know anything about Dragon Ball Z. Just watch it.
No, I'm gonna, because I really like Matt Pat, and I think maybe Film Theory will get better. I think he'll kind of become more... Because I thought the one on 50 Shades was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a really, really good episode.
The Game of Thrones one, the one about... Not the first Game of Thrones one. Well, the first Game of Thrones one was really good, but the second one I thought was better.
Oh, okay. I'll have to see that.
And then there's also a Did You Know Movies. I watched the Did You Know movie about Shrek. Is actually really interesting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did You Know Movies? I haven't heard of that show.
It's on the Film Theory channel. It's like Did You Know Gaming, but with movies. It's like the same shit. But they did one on Shrek, and it's actually really interesting. Like, pretty much how anti-Disney Shrek is, because
Oh, well, I kind of already knew. Like, I think that was kind of an open secret, really, about...
Yeah, I didn't know, like, the intricacies of it.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to watch it. What was this other... Shutter Island. Shit, yeah. Now I know like a lot of people don't think Shutter Island is that good of a movie, but the first time I saw that, my jaw fucking dropped at the end. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
That twist really, really, really shocked me. I did not see it coming at all.
Hmm.
I know it's kind of a dumb movie, Shutter Island, but I did not see that fucking twist coming.
Yeah, I just kind of realized like, because here's the thing about Shrek, and they kind of explain this in the movie. Jeffrey Katzenberg was a chairman at Walt Disney for like 10 years,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he
yeah.
worked on the animation department and produced, like Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, and Aladdin, and stuff like that. But then they let him go from, or he left, no, he left Disney because when Michael Eisner's like second like right hand man Frank Wells, when he died in that helicopter crash, Eisner did not promote Jeffrey Katzenberg to like the president position. And
Oh,
so he left the company because he was so salty about it, and then he went off and made DreamWorks, and so they made like Shrek, and or he oversaw the productions of like Prince of Egypt and Road to El Dorado and Shrek. And when you really look in and they explain this in the video, but when you really look into like Shrek, it's like really anti-Disney, like because
like
like Lord Farquaad kind of looks like Michael Eisner a little bit, or there have
oh,
been lines drawn to his appearance to look like Michael Eisner,
let me
and
look up Michael Eisner.
and like
Oh, yeah,
he
shit,
lives in
Jesus.
like that squeaky clean like Disney World looking place, and
Oh, well, the thing is though, that one is so obvious.
yeah, yeah. But it wasn't meant as like a joke. It was meant to be like super salty, like,
Oh no, I think it's definitely meant to be salty.
and like they're taking like fairy tale characters and like locking them up and shit like that.
Yeah, locking them up or like, essentially like they're just the kind of like performing monkeys. Like they're not, they're not they're like second class citizens basically.
Also, you really need to watch this video. When Mike Myers started doing, actually when they originally thought, or when Jeffrey Katzenberg originally thought of doing Shrek, it was gonna be like traditionally animated, but then it was gonna be like half computer generated with like model backgrounds, like live model backgrounds, and it didn't work out. And
No.
like it was supposed to originally be like Bill Murray and Steve Martin as Shrek and Donkey.
Oh,
It
okay.
would have been a completely different movie.
Yeah, it would have been. I mean, it's sort of interesting. I mean, wondering what that would have been like. But I mean, like Jeffrey Katzenberg. I think like as much as I think Disney deserved to be taken the piss out of, Jeffrey Katzenberg is kind of a cunt. Like, if you hear him interviewed, he doesn't seem to, it's all about figures and profits with him. He doesn't seem to have any genuine passion for filmmaking, which is really surprising because I think Shrek is a really sweet movie. I think
Shrek is awesome.
Shrek's an awesome movie. El Dorado is a fucking awesome movie. Like, but Shrek bits of it I find really, really touching.
Yeah.
I think bits of it in are really, really moving. I love the story. So it's kind of surprising that Jeffrey Katzenberg is that big of a cunt. Um,
I think it's kind of funny, but
yeah, I mean, in terms of Shrek, though, I totally think, like, taking the piss out of Disney is legit. Like, I think Disney deserve to have, like, their, like, get knocked down a peg or two. Another movie that would have been completely different with the voice actors is originally Timon and Pumbaa were going to be voiced by these two guys. Don't know whether you've heard of them. Adrian Edmondson and Rick Mail, who are two British comedians. Rick Mail's dead now, but he was in
I know
Blackadder.
who he is.
Yeah. Adrian Edmondson was on a show called The Young Ones with him, which is like iconic. Like it's like one of the best sitcoms ever made, basically.
Do you think it worked better with Nathan Lane and?
Well, the thing is, I don't know, like, because they originally wrote Hakuna Matata, Elton John and Tim Rice for Rick Mail and Adrian Edmondson, and it was the characters of Timon and Pumbaa were semi-based on these two characters that they did in a show called Bottom, which was they were basically like just these like disgusting louts, like these really, really like nasty, sleazy guys, that lived this incredibly sort of lazy life. And that was kind of what originally Timon and Pumbaa were going to be like. And I think that might have been really, really good, but probably quite dark. Probably too dark for Disney. I fucking love Annie Sabella and Nathan Lane in those parts anyway. Like, a lot of people think Timon and Pumbaa are kind of pains in the ass, but I
Who
like...
thinks that?
Like, a bunch of people think...
Assholes?
Yeah, assholes. Doug, for one thing. Oh, no, that's not fair. He didn't say that. He said they could have been worse. I think they're fucking awesome.
Mainly because I love Nathan Lane, but...
Yeah, I love Nathan Lane too. I love them both. Like, I don't know. I love those characters. I have all the time in the world for The Lion King.
Another voice acting little piece of trivia about Shrek was, like, when Mike Myers first started doing the voice... Well, actually, Chris Farley was originally supposed to be Shrek. When they started production on the movie, when they actually started, like, the real production on the movie, Chris Farley was going to be Shrek. But then, like, halfway through his recording, like, I think he'd recorded, like, most of the dialogue, but then he passed away.
He had recorded most of the dialogue? I didn't know that.
But then he passed away. Or at least half the dialogue, I think, that was written for him.
Oh, Jesus, I didn't know that.
But then he unfortunately passed away from that drug overdose. And so Mike Myers took over. And then Mike Myers wanted pretty much... Because Shrek was... Like, the dialogue was written for Chris Farley. And Mike Myers... Like, he didn't feel comfortable doing the lines that were written for Chris Farley, so they rewrote all of the dialogue for Shrek to fit with Mike Myers better, pretty much. So first of all, they rewrote all the dialogue for Mike Myers, and then Mike Myers went through, like, all kinds of different accents that he recorded before he settled on the Scottish accent. Like, it was originally going to be, like, a Canadian kind of accent. Oh, which they have lines of that recorded that you can listen to online. It's really weird.
That's fucking amazing. I want to hear them.
And then when Mike Myers was like, "Hey, I think I want to change it to like the Scottish accent," and then they liked that idea so much that they spent like they had already done like a lot of the animation for those mouth movements, and they like scrapped $4 million worth of animation just to redo the animation to fit with the Scottish accent.
Christ almighty, they must have been fucking loaded.
They had a lot. They had a lot. They put a lot of time and money into Shrek, and thankfully it paid off.
Yeah.
If it had not paid off at all, like, I would have hated to see that, but...
But that's the thing, like, it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy, you know, you get out what you put in. Like, they put a lot into it, and it paid off because it was a fucking sweet movie, and it was a sweet movie because they put a lot in. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, I love that movie. I love Shrek so much. I might watch it tonight. I mean, and I do understand Mike Myers not wanting to record that dialogue. Like, and I have to say, I respect that. I mean, you know, I think the reason why that dialogue would have worked for Chris Farley was because it was tailored to him, and it wouldn't have been as good a movie if Mike Myers had come in and tried to do a Chris Farley. You know. Like, that part works well when it's tailored to the actor, you know?
I want to go back and watch Shrek. Like, it's such a good movie.
It's such a fucking good movie.
But Shrek 2 is a better movie. I do like Shrek 2 a lot, though.
I like both Shrek and Shrek 2. Like, I think the other...
I even like the third and fourth movies. Like...
I kind of like the fourth movie.
The fourth movie's pretty good.
I really don't like the third.
It was surprising. The fourth movie was surprisingly good.
Yeah,
I'll
tell you what, I wouldn't watch it again. But I did enjoy it. Yeah. I've seen all 4 of them at the movies.
I didn't see all 4 of them. I remember very vividly going to see the first one with my dad because I wanted to see that movie so bad because they had advertised it in like these little pamphlets they gave out at lunch at school, and and I'm like, I want to see Shrek so bad, and I remember like biking down the movie theater with my dad and going to see Shrek, and I was so excited.
That's so cute.
We, Greer, going to see Shrek and then getting ice cream afterwards. It was awesome. It was the best day of my life.
Do you know what though? Like going to the movies at that age, like because I can remember the first time I saw a poster for Shrek. I can remember the first commercial I ever saw for Space Jam, like a movie that's now like nostalgically looked upon as like a profound piece of like nerd history. Like going to the movies at that age is exciting. Like because you feel like you're in the movie. You feel like one day that could be me. Like in a way that you just don't feel when you're an adult.
I'm gonna look up Shrek movie trailer.
You know what? Can I just, talking of that feeling,
Yeah.
me and my cousin watched an episode of The Twilight Zone last night, the original season, that was so legit it made me cry. It was about this like old boxer guy who like, yeah, again, fucking Rod Serling, so ahead of his time. Like the boxer happened to be black and they didn't stereotype him. He wasn't like a caricature in any way. It wasn't addressed the fact that he was black. He just happened to be. So it's about this old boxer and he gives this soliloquy about fucking how at some point when you're a kid you wish and you dream and then at some point you have your face held to the ground and you realize that the world is concrete or something like that. And it made me cry. It fucking legit made me cry. God damn it, Rod Serling.
Um, my mom loves watching the Night Gallery, which is have you ever heard of it?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen
It's like
it.
the spiritual successor to the Twilight Zone, pretty much.
And it's another Rod
Yeah,
Serling
it's
thing,
the
isn't it?
same show, and he also made it and narrates it and stuff. It's the Twilight Zone, pretty much, but not the Twilight Zone for some reason. There is an episode that I watched a few months ago. It was like 2 months ago or something, where it was up late, and my mom is like up at 1 a.m. like, oh, the Night Gallery's on. And there was an episode that was so absurd. It had Leonard Nimoy in it. God rest his soul, Leonard Nimoy. It was the most absurd thing I'd ever seen. If you can watch it somehow, if you go on some website and find the Night Gallery episodes and find the one with Leonard Nimoy in it,
I will. I definitely.
please watch it. It is the most absurd thing I'd ever seen. I'm not quite sure what I watched.
Is it good?
I don't know.
Because the Twilight Zone, for the most part, it's good, but you do
Oh
occasionally.
yeah, my mom likes the Night Gallery. Like, it's like, oh yeah, it's like the Twilight Zone, pretty much. It's pretty much the Twilight Zone. But
in the Twilight Zone, you do occasionally get an episode that is like bonkers.
yeah, no, that episode that I watched with Leonard Nimoy was like the weirdest thing I'd ever seen in my life.
I'm gonna watch it. Like, I want to start watching the Night Gallery anyway, so I'm gonna watch that as soon as we finish.
Just find the one. All you need to do to get hooked, find the one with Leonard Nimoy in it.
Okay.
I'm not sure which one that is, but there's one of them with Leonard Nimoy in it, and
Wait.
it's like about a cat or something. Like,
Just sounds like the internet. Like, you could be describing the internet like that. Like, so the internet, it's about a cat.
it's about a cat.
Or a lot of cats.
I mean, I'm gonna try to find it. I'm not gonna try to find a video of it. I'm just gonna, like, because there's a whole website that's like an episode guide.
Can I just say, talking of weird shit, you told me before we started recording.
Ew, there's someone with a creepy doll. Ew.
No, you told me before we started recording about this video game that's going to come on Steam. Okay, right, for a bit of background, I thought Hatful Boyfriend, when I started playing it, was the weirdest thing I'd seen on the internet. The idea
I told you I played a video game.
Well, no, but the fucking idea that there's a game where you're in a dystopian future in which everyone is pigeon except you, and the purpose of this is that you've got to find a boyfriend. Like, what were they on? What were they on when they made that up?
And to be fair, that game was originally made in Japan, so that explains a lot.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. So,
I mean, in Japan, they probably think it's weird too, but...
well, yeah, I mean, that's what I would have said. So fucking Hatful Boyfriend, I'm like, that's weird. I love it, don't get me wrong, it's fucking ace. But then you told me, then you introduced me to, well, it hasn't come out yet, but introduced me to...
Shower with your dad simulator 2015. Do you still shower with your dad?
What the fuck? I mean, it's one of those
all right.
that are genuinely no
all right.
words.
Some backstory. unsurprisingly, this was a Steam Greenlight game. So,
No
which
shit.
means this was a game that someone came up with an idea with, had something to show for it, had a trailer, put it on Steam Greenlight, and then the community voted for it to be on Steam. So this is all on us.
To be fair, I would have voted for it like 60 times, but god fucking damn it. Why?
It is, the description says it is a fast-paced shower simulation where you shower with your 8-bit dad.
What the fuck?
And it looks amazing. Also, the trailer and the pictures I'm seeing is apparently going to be like a censored version, but there's also going to be an uncensored version. So I don't know how uncensored an 8-bit game can get, but then again, they made porn on the Atari, so...
Well, also, I'm kind of like, you know, it's a dad shower simulator. However much you censor it, that's still fucking sick.
You're like a child, like, from the trailer, it's like you're a child, and you run up to the dad in the room that looks the most like you, and shower them, and you get points, and it's like rapid fire, like, fast-paced simulator.
I pick your dad. Why?
I don't know.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do anymore, Greer.
It was also, oh my god, it was somewhere on, At Midnight. There was apparently an episode of At Midnight that they talked about it. Chris Hardwick did.
Can I talk about, by the way?
Total Biscuit apparently tweeted out also, that's it, I hate video games. John Total Biscuit Bane, man on YouTube.
Yeah, I get it. I'm getting where he's coming from. I mean, I don't know how to feel about it, because it's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid, but I will play it, and I will love it, and I'm glad it exists.
If you think that's, like, the stupidest game ever come out, like, you need to
I know,
play, you should play more games.
I'm starting to realize, like, what the fuck do I know? Like,
video games are dumb.
Okay, but if you can tell
I love them so much.
I know, I love them too. If you can tell me anything dumber than, like, either Hatful Boyfriend or fucking Dad Shower Simulator, like...
Well, I told you about Octodad.
Yeah, Octodad's kind of dumb. It's not as dumb as either of those. Like,
Octodad is a game where you just play as a normal dad. I mean, don't know why there's not an octopus in that game at all. It's a game about a normal dad.
But he's an octopus.
No, he's not. It's a game about a normal dad.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Greer?
I played the game. He's a completely normal dad.
I thought you said the whole point was that everyone sees him as that, but he's actually an octopus.
I don't see an octopus in that game anywhere. He's a completely normal dad.
Greer, what the fuck are you doing? Are you trolling me right now?
Anyway, so...
You fucking asshole.
I mean, there's also, like, Goat Simulator. That's pretty stupid. But also pretty brilliant. I like Goat Simulator a lot. It's a game where you play as a goat.
Greer, I'm still confused about this last conversation we had.
Also, oh my god, I know a game you can play, and you can get it. It's called Mount Your Friends.
Greer, is there an octopus in Octodad?
All I see in Octodad is a normal dad. Just trying to love his family.
You're such a fucking asshole.
But Mount Your Friends is a game where you climb on top of people and your dick spins around, and it's pretty fun.
What? Mount your friends. Mount your fucking friends.
Mount your friends.
Mount your friends. I just realised I've got like 3-year-olds living next door to me, and I'm shouting like, mount your friends. Mount your fucking friends.
I have to find you a video about Mount Your Friends, because it's really hard to... It's actually kind of hard to explain.
I don't know what to do
without it sounding, like, really retarded.
Well, too late.
I'm also still trying to find this Night Gallery episode with fucking Leonard Nimoy.
Oh, don't worry, I'll do that on my own, bro.
I have to see what it's called. Because it was so stupid.
So fucking stupid.
It was so... It wasn't even stupid, it was just weird. It was so weird. Gotta find...
Can I do a quiz with you real quick?
Go ahead.
Okay. BuzzFeed. What would your life be like at Hogwarts?
Okay.
All right. Uh, so okay, first of all, it's the mood. I'm assuming that's going to be because it's got SoundCloud here. That's going to be the Harry Potter theme.
I
Uh,
found it! I found the Leonard Nimoy episode!
okay, well I will
It
watch
is
it.
in the third season, and it is episode 37. It's in the third season, where um, it's when his invalid wife is finally dead, a relieved widower finds himself under the watchful eye of a strangely menacing cat.
Huh.
And like Leonard Nimoy's in it, Lorraine Gary's in it, and Catherine Hayes is in it. It's really weird, and the ending shot of that episode is like the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like, you need to watch it just for like the last 5 seconds.
It sounds fucking hilarious. I really want to watch it.
Fucking hilarious.
Can I just say that wasn't a quiz, but what it was fucking legit. You can upload a picture of yourself, and then write about like what your life would be like if you were at Hogwarts, and they'll like post it.
Don't they already do that on Pottermore?
I don't think they did that on Pottermore. Like, no, this is
Also,
different.
what happened to Pottermore?
No, Pottermore's still a thing.
Yeah, I
Pottermore's
know, but it was like such a huge thing. Like the first 3 days it was out, and then no one remembered it anymore.
like all the people that are still on Pottermore fucking remember it. Like, to be honest though, like I don't play all the games and shit. Like, I go on it because I'm a Hufflepuff and I wanted to find out whether I was a Hufflepuff.
Oh, dude, I didn't need a quiz to know that I was a Hufflepuff.
Well, fucking do the quiz, like, because knowing it. Like,
Oh no, I did do the quiz, and I did not need to confirm that I'm...
But don't you think there's something nice about having it, like, legitimately, like, you've got a certificate now, you're in Hufflepuff, you're in the house, from the
I
woman...
guess so. But, again, I already knew that, like...
But,
yeah.
like, I already go to... Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean, like, what the fuck else was I gonna be?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get that. I only go to Pottermore now for, like, story updates and shit. Like, I love all the background on Harry Potter. Like, that is, like, fucking crack to me.
Yeah,
That's
J.K.
it.
Rowling still posts stuff on there, like, about the series.
I know, and it's so fucking cool. Like, as a fan of the books, like, you always want to know that stuff. You know, you like, fucking consume information like that. Like, it makes it feel like the books are still out there. Like, it's such a fucking lovely thing. I love that she's still that passionate about Harry Potter. It makes me really happy.
Well,
I'm not interested
there's
in, like,
actually...
the games and stuff, but...
There's actually a show that they show here on TLC called, oh god, what is it called? Oh no, but it's like a really interesting show. Hold on. Oh no. Who Do You Think You Are? That's what it's called. And it, bunch of...
That's originally a British show.
Yeah, and a bunch of celebrities will go on there, and like, this woman will trace her ancestry back to like different people. And J.K. Rowling's gonna be on there, like, this week.
Really?
I think like tomorrow's
shit.
episode, J.K. Rowling's gonna be on there.
Why didn't she appear on the British version, the fucking traitor? Bitch. British version. British original. Sure. I will watch it, though.
Yeah.
I'll watch the shit out of it.
I actually can't wait to see her on there. I think it comes on tomorrow, yeah.
It'll be really, really interesting. I mean, like, she's had a fascinating life, so I'd like love to know more about her.
Here, look at this.
Markiplier status. That made me happy. By the way, last week's show is called Move It Footballhead. Thank you, Greer. That's legit.
I couldn't think of anything else to call it.
No, that's a legit title. Good job. Oh, Markiplier, big white doggy. Oh, yoga. Oh, flowers, Mark. Hi. Mark, can I just talk about, like, I've been watching the FNAF 4 Let's Plays, and because it's Mark, they're really, really interesting. Like, I kind of half expected this to be the case, and to be fair, I don't think it looks terrible, but, like, I really think they need to just finish Five Nights at Freddy's
Oh yeah,
now.
it's supposed to be the last one.
I really hope it is the last one, because it's like, I'm so torn about this because it's like I really like the idea of getting back to the grassroots of it being that
Uh-huh.
simple set. You know, just looking between those three little bits of the location, you know, the two doors and then like the middle of the room, something in the middle of the room, whatever it might be. But like the game itself is so boring looking, you know, and you just those jump scares, they're just not scary anymore. And
Yeah.
it's like I really, really like the idea of it. You know, I like the fact that they're not in another restaurant, like that's original, and I like the fact that they've gone back to, you know, a relatively simple set. But
Did you
even
watch the
just
game theory?
this on FNAF
Oh
4, no,
yeah,
I
it came
haven't watched
out,
it yet. I'm sure that once I've watched the game theory, I'll.
and Matt Pat was like, "You're wrong."
That's fucking sweet. Oh, Matt Pat. I love Matt Pat. I don't know what people.
I love the relation. I love the unspoken relationship that Matt Pat and Scott Cawthon have, because it's like Matt Pat gets so salty about it, and then Scott's just like, "I'm gonna release it. I'm gonna release it."
Oh, that's so legit. I didn't even know, like, Cawthorn knew about Matt Pat. Like, that makes me really happy.
I like to think that everything Scott Cawthon does is just to spite Matt
I
Pat.
think so.
Apparently, yeah, people are trying to like say that Matt Pat like overlooked a thing because Matt Pat is like, "You're wrong, Scott Cawthon, about this thing," and uh, but there's also going to be DLC for the game coming out on Halloween, supposedly
A DLC. What's a DLC?
downloadable content for the game, like new content for the game that's going to come out on Halloween,
Oh, shit.
because
Well, it's
things have, dude, things have not been wrapped up yet. There are still questions.
Oh, even at the end of FNAF 4.
Even at the end of FNAF 4, there's that fucking...
I haven't watched it all yet.
Did you
I haven't
watch the
watched it.
thing where there was a box with 2 locks on it?
No, I haven't watched it all yet. I haven't finished watching it.
There's a thing at the end of last night where there's a box with 2 locks on it. You can't open it.
Right. I'm not convinced that's going to be the final game then. Like, I'm really, really not. Like, because also, like, Cawthon goes back on everything. He said that he was going to release FNAF 4 at Halloween.
He's like, whoops.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, he doesn't know what he's doing, apart from making awesome games.
He's like, whoops.
Oops. What did I do?
He's like, it's done, and I'm really bad with the release dates, and I'm like, God damn it, Scott.
Jesus fucking Christ. Like, how's, like, fucking Matt Pat? How's fucking Mark? How are any of them meant to keep up? Like, I'm not gonna lie, though, like,
How was Mark meant to keep up?
I I'm sure like if I played it I would feel differently. Like I I did just find what I watched so far of that game quite boring. I think I was just quite desensitized. But I think I would feel different if I'd played it. Do you want to wrap up?
We can, yeah.
I've got to pee and like make dinner and everything.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, bro.
Well,
How should we wrap it up?
I don't know. Bye.
Bye.